Alright, so I got my saw started, my bag hung. There, I'll go through that later. That's where I used to camp, down there with my fire pit. But this big ass tree, and it's not that flat, so we're gonna go right there, clear those out. It's a nice flat spot underneath that big ass tree. Hopefully a stick doesn't fall down on me. And we'll start getting cutting. Catch up. We'll start getting cutting. Yeah, that's it. And we'll catch up in a bit. Okay. I got my tent location cleared out. All the brush. Fire pit is ready to make a fire. Let's just use the bag a little bit. So this is my R2 mat. Lives on top. Bearded axe on the side. Handsaw on the side as well. This side is snow shovel. It's over there, foldable, and gun, just a light 22, water bottle, and there's a water bottle for this side as well. So let's actually we're at about -5 now. When I came out here, I started to come out here, it was 3 degrees. Okay, need to make a fire to start warming up the wet wood, because all the wood yesterday it froze rain, so everything is literally just wet with ice and snow. This looks pretty dry, this shit, so this is gonna also be cut. But I don't want to get rid of this pile. And then I think I'm gonna make a wind block for the tent and for the fire out of logs if I have time. So pitter patter. I don't have a lot of time here, and the wind has picked up a bit. Okay. Okay. I got a pile of sticks here in my bag. Whew. A couple start sticks and some cotton balls. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't. I'm gonna put this on the ground. I can't just unravel some cotton about. Really just make a nest around my start sticks. This is the driest wood I could find. This shit is not the best. If I just put that in there with the start sticks and the cotton. Okay. Hopefully it's dry enough. Small sticks. Dry, small sticks. If there is any dry small sticks in this thing. Okay, those start sticks are very nice. I'm just trying to shield the wind as well here, because the wind is actually not ideal how much it picked up right here on the lake. It looks like this is believe it or not, working. Okay, we got massive pile of shit burning. Get a good coal bed. The wind shifted, so I can't put my tent there anymore because the wind is just blowing now in my face. So that's no good. So I'm gonna put it over there underneath the big tree. Should be out of the way of the wind. And then I'm still gonna build my green wall right beside my tent and my fire for off the lake out of just green. There's a dead tree I cut down too for firewood. That's lots. And I still have all these sticks off this guy. They're all dry. Burning some of the more wet stuff. I split those blocks. Use the shovel to clean out where my bed's going. And didn't really use the chainsaw much, I must say. This hand saw is really good. Haven't got the axe out yet. Just kind of working on this fire and burning kind of some of this shit out of the camp. But I'd imagine I'll set my tent up now. Okay. I couldn't record a lot of that because the wind picked up so hard that I thought a tree was gonna fall down on me. It was just a microburst. I got the tent up. I moved the fire back away from my tent a bit, and the smoke is continuing to go that way, away from me. Nice. I got my little chair set up. I got my tent, which I set up 5 times wrong. The most confusing tent to set up. Pegged it. My lower mat. I blew up my main mat, my pillow in here, and put the leaf on because the wind was so hard. Shovel and axe were good, cleared. I'm sleeping a bit uphill, but that's okay. There's no flat ground here. Fire. Definitely need to feed it. We're mostly coals, so I'm gonna get on that right now. I'll pick it back up when I put my sleeping bag and stuff away. Alright. Some logs on. Fire's further away and downsized. Nice cool bed. Gun, shovel, saw, axe. I'll stay here. I just have a sweater on. But it's starting to snow. My coat got a bit wet. I left it on the sled, so that kind of sucks. Okay. So I chipped the hole. But the water's really dirty. It's all stirred up, so I'm letting it sit for a bit before I filter it, or just clog the filter. So do that later. Right now I have an hour and 15 minutes till sunset, if there's even any sun out today. Wind is picked up a bit again, but I still have that dead tree, so I'm gonna cut that up and build a nice pile of firewood for the night. Probably use the chainsaw because I'm running out of time, and I still have to get my water, and I still have to turn the sled around. Tent's good. It snowed a bit. I brought this chopping block back from over yonder for food and chopping wood. This shit's kind of wet, so it's taking a while to dry out and actually burn, and it's full of sap, so for whatever reason it's drier than shit. for the bigger ones, I'll probably just split them once, maybe twice, depending. Those are probably just split once. They're smaller. I mean, I got coals, but these logs are kind of wet, so they kind of suck. So I'm gonna go ahead and pile everything here. Kind of more put the wet logs around the fire. Put some dry shit in the middle, so it actually creates heat. All right, chopping block on my wood. That's so far I got. Just put some smaller pieces on. That other log was way too wet. Those will eventually burn and dry out. That's how much I got so far. So there'll only be one split for these. Still want them to burn for a while, especially cedar. Maybe two. And I also fucked up my axe that I just got. I can't see that being me, my fault. I think the grains are crappy, so now I need a new handle. The axe head is perfect. Okay, we just had an issue. So the actual water bladder doesn't like to vacuum and suck shit up, and I didn't want to walk back to the camp, so the beer can was a lot closer. Cut the top off, and then I can fill my bag up here for cooking and drinking. It's a lot cleaner now since the shit's sunk to the bottom. I guess the chisel must have hit the bottom. It's not very shallow, or not very deep here. There's some seaweed coming up, I see. This is a 3-liter bag, which is plenty. I just gotta make sure I fill it right up. There. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's put a lid back on here. And before the bag actually freezes, we can take the bag back. Yay. Just like that. Back. The wind is picking up again, obviously. Put my shovel back. Gun's still there. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to play with that. Water bag. Fire's still looking good. Little pile. I built this little green wall mostly just for the fire. I think I'll be okay with my layers and stuff with the wind, but for the fire, that'll slow it down a bit. So everything is good. I'll leave the saw out tonight just in case I have to cut something later. I have good headlamps. So now I'm gonna do the water thing in 1 second. This is quick. Actually not bad. I need a bigger carabiner up my bag for the end. It's actually not bad. And it's pretty clean. I also have some water from home in there. About I wouldn't even say a third, I'd say a quarter full in each bottle. So just to keep it light. That was pretty quick. Next one. Try. I don't know why I'm upside down. Impressive for me. I've boiled water before, but I've never filtered it. So, fire's good. Bottles, we'll put those in the tent and get our bag. And that goes in the tent too. Except for this. Let's take this off. I don't like the size of it. Let's go in the tent. Okay. I really gotta push this backpack up though. This backpack is hogging tons of space down here. There. Coat still a little bit damp. I do have the top off charging my phone. And what is in here? The electronics bag. There. And then my life straw I'll leave at the base in the lowest corner just in case it leaks. I doubt it will, but I need to sit down for a second. Chair's a little bit wet. Closer to the fire. Oh, okay. We're sinking a bit. All right, we're back. The old man stopped in, brought me whiskey, which will be nice later, but not right now. We need to cut more wood. Been just basically burning wood with him basically the whole time. And the fire heat, the heat off the fire is very nice. We got a pretty good fire, good bed of coals. Wood is starting to lose wood, so there's a cedar tree down over there that he said that would be decently dry. Hopefully, possibly not. So we will see. But in that case, I have a couple more sips, warm up. I'm still in my sweater, surprisingly. But I think it's time to put gloves on. Whew. And the coat if I wander too far away from this fire, I think. So that's the tree over there. It'd be hard to actually see what's going on, so I think I'm just gonna do it. And then probably start cooking because I'm getting hungry. So, okay. Nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel time. My dad just left. I told him about the axe. He said they would last another 20 years. He said it would last another 20 years. And believe it or not, look at this shit. That's where it hit. It didn't even affect where I hit it. It just broke off at the head. What kind of fucking wood is this? It looks like it's made out of fucking... What the fuck is that? I don't know what it's made out of. This thing is garbage, man. Holy fuck. What is it? Beavercraft. Garbage. Absolutely garbage. Now what? Now I'm fucked. Now my axe head is in the fucking... in the piece of wood. Like a fucking a Walmart axe wouldn't do that. And as soon as I got here, the SD card corrupted, so that was great. I put my new SD card in at least. Yeah, I gotta sit back a bit. My pants are starting to smoke. We're gonna sit over here. The fire is definitely good though, I must say. It's nice to actually have fire and not just sit in the darkness, obviously. Yeah, I should probably get my cooking shit out soon. Let me figure this wood out. Let me figure the wood out, and then I'm going to, ooh, shit. Fucking coal on me. Move off to the side a bit. The fire's hot on the knees for sure, which is good. Keep me warm, dry my shit out, especially my boots and my pants. And I'll start cooking soon. So I'll start cooking. Get the jet boil out, try it out for the first time. Pretty excited. Make my venison stew, which is gonna be crazy. I didn't bring a can opener, so we're gonna figure out how to open the mushrooms. And peel potatoes. Cook the potatoes, venison, mushrooms. Ooh, wind shift. God damn. That's the first time that the wind shift that way, which I'm not excited about because my tent's right there. So I don't want embers landing on my tent leaf and burning fucking holes through it. And the snow is starting. Okay, anyways, I'll catch back with you. A good pile of cedar here. Some more cedar blocks on the side drying out, but those are good. Cedar here, pine here, and then all the pine blocks that I could have split and the cedar blocks I could have split, but these are too big for my knife, so it's all good. I have whiskey supplies here, axe in the saw, my shovel yet, chair. I moved the block over here because it's right in the wind and the embers are and smoke are on me. Let's look at some stuff. Weather -2, gonna be -11 soon. The drop is like drop every hour is like a degree, and apparently it gets to like -15 tonight. -15 tonight and feels like -25. So in the morning it's gonna be cold in the morning and my fire is probably gonna be out, which whatever. Sunrise at 7:44. This smoke is starting to drive me crazy with this wind shift here. Cocksucker. I gotta move my chair over. Okay. The ground is just really spongy because I had that fire over here more when I got here. The fire was, Jesus Christ. Okay. The fire was closer to my tent when I got here, so I had to shovel the coals over, move the fire away from my tent for embers and shit like that. And there's still wind, and it just seems like the smoke is in my fucking face here, so this wind shifting is driving me fucking crazy, man. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know if you can see that though. See this, the sparks and shit? I don't want them near my tent. And the wind's shifting. Uh-oh. We might have caught a wall on fire here. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Sounds like it's pretty hot. I don't know. I don't think it's really gonna do fuck all. Those are huge blocks. The wind just catches just fuels the fire, right? So anyways. Jesus. GoPro. pretty decent fire. Sunrise, 7:44 a.m. 8,600 steps today. No way. Now it feels like the wind is in my face, which was like a northwest wind in my face. It started off being like a southern wind. Then it was southwest. Then it was west. Now it's northwest. In my face. With my tent set up. So definitely not fun, definitely not ideal. So yeah, wind is picking up. It kind of sucks. My fire is roaring because of the fucking wind, and hopefully the wind dies down tonight. I'd really like that. The fire is pretty much going crazy, and I have spruce blocks, a little bit of pine blocks. I cut one of those blocks in half, in 4, with my chainsaw. Threw those on, a piece of cedar and then a piece of spruce, and it's fucking crazy. And obviously all the pine blocks around are just charring. I don't think they're gonna actually burn. I think they're just gonna char, but it's nice when the wind's gone. The cedar blocks, on the other hand, I think we're gonna have to take down. Not doing it. Oh shit. Not ideal again, but what are you gonna do? Just need to get a good seat. I think this is a good seat and cook area. It's kind of out of the smoke and embers. I mean, I could sit on the other side, but fuck that. Yeah, the moon is pretty full tonight. It's gonna be a pretty bright night. Before it's too late. Obviously, I already talked about my... Oh shit. I already talked about my Leatherman, which I think is the best Leatherman ever. It is a Leatherman Arc. It's not stiff. You can actually open tools. It's locking. It's smooth. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's stainless steel. Yes, it comes with a mediocre sheath. And you can buy the leather one on Amazon for nothing. But it's a great, probably the best Leatherman I own. I did buy the leather sheath on Amazon. It's way nicer. It's a perfect multi-tool. I have that in my bag. Probably not going to come out. Don't really need it. But for fixed blade, hold on. Let me turn this on. We gotta check this. We gotta check this out. So BK2 K-bar. This thing, 1/4 inch thick. Not only is it tough and the handle is nice and it just fits with gloves and everything's great and it came sharp as fuck, is I didn't expect that, seeing as it's so thick, it can split wood extremely well. So when my axe is broken in half, I'm splitting cedar with this thing no problem. Like 2 swings with the baton. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Cannot believe it. Great knife. Great knife. And the sheath is exquisite as well. Exquisite, exquisite, exquisite. Trying to wipe it off before I put it back in the case though. Great knife. Love it. Again, just like the multi-tool, just like the Leatherman, not cheap, but quality product. Just like the knife, not cheap, but quality product. Saved me tonight for splitting and stuff like that. The wind is fully shifted in my face at this point, so my tent is just getting blasted. If there's any holes with embers, I'm gonna kill myself. That's completely obnoxious. I was originally gonna set up right here, and then I didn't because of the wind. It's still kind of going in that area, not very much in my way, but I just like to be completely out of the wind, out of the way of the wind. I should have literally moved a little bit more over here, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna get my cooking stuff and my food out and get my gun out. I might play around with the gun a bit maybe do some tweaking, sight it in, and get my cooking stuff out and my food, and I'll be back. Got my other bigger headlamp in a tree, so there's actual lighting here, and I got my gun there. Pot, I just peeled the potatoes on the side. I'm gonna get my butter. Get my butter in the bag here to do that. If I could figure out how this pot sits, I guess it just sits on there. I'm not sure. Here we go. Okay, with the lid. So we'll get some butter. And then with the knife, we'll cut a nice piece of butter into the tray. Like that. The wind is now blowing basically on my tent. Close, but not on it. Anyways, piece of butter into my pot. Again with the knife. I'll just leave the knife out from now on. There we go. Now we put everything in. Put the whole jam in. There we go. Nice. Probably don't need 2 potatoes, but I mean, I could have honestly probably just used 1, but thin slices, can't complain. Go ahead and we are gonna have a pretty good amount of mushrooms too, so let's do that. And then this is gonna be the worst issue. I don't even know where to start here. What should I do? Uh-oh, what should I do? Oh, it's actually not that bad. The knife is an absolute brick shit house, so we just... The brick shit house, we just savagely open that right away. And the mushroom juice I want in there too. Full can of freaking mushrooms. Delicious. In the fire. So now that that's done, our spice. What are we gonna do? Garlic, salt, I think yes. Let's take a peek. Mushrooms, potatoes, venison on the bottom, butter, all my spices. It does have a lid. My seat, I don't even know if it's still on, to be honest with you. I didn't think so. Oh, it's just leaking. Uh-oh. I don't know why it goes out so much. I'll leave the spices out because we'll have to re-spice. Leave the water out because I'm gonna get thirsty. My gloves. Okay, where's the whiskey? It's over there. This coat is actually really nice though. I like this coat. Coat is definitely making me happy. The water and the whiskey, I don't think I need the water, so I'll probably burn it. He wants the whiskey, so I'll keep the bottle. The bottle of water, obviously I don't need. And big stews take time. Big stews don't come easy. So there's quite a bit of water in there. I have to add some more. Put the lid back on. We're good for now. I'll tighten up this little protecting seal here. Let that be. Whiskey's out. Unfortunately, the tent is pretty protected with the greens. We're gonna leave this glass here with the whiskey. Leave that there for the morning. And the axe and the chainsaw will be fine. The sled I also turned around on the lake, got stuck trying to get back up the hill. That was a nightmare. And I turned it around for morning, so it's easy just to pack whatever, especially that it's snowing pretty good now. I do like the big light. I mean, if I wasn't filming, I probably wouldn't have it. So if next time, if I am, I probably will. I'll probably bring it anyways, but it was worth it. Fire's good. Cooking. No way. Oh! Shit. Like crazy where I am. So maybe if I moved back into the hardwood bush, got more coverage into the bush a bit more, yeah, I'd be fine. It just sucks when you're right off the lake and the wind still isn't stopping at this point, so I mean, I still have my light gloves. I haven't even broke out my heavy gloves. I probably won't. Like, I'm bare hands right now. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this to be done because, yeah, I'm pretty hungry at this point. I could definitely eat. It's 7:30. I'm waiting for my speaker to charge a bit. Once I eat, then I'll probably just hang out. Maybe break out the cup and have a tea before bed. Probably bed early tonight, to be honest with you, because the wind is driving me crazy and it's hard to record in the dark here. I already talked about all of my shit, my tools, what I'm doing. Plain simple. Maneuver this like that. Let's open this up and check it. Yeah, we're good boil there now. So let's see. Last time, potato was not good. At this point, I think the potato is good actually. So let's take it down. I gotta change my GoPro battery anyways. We'll let the stew actually settle for a minute. Pause. Stew. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Stew. Let me see. There. Nice. Nice. So. Okay. There's a lot. So honestly, there's not really a point in me making a dehydrated meal tonight. I feel like I should make another night with just dehydrated meals. No stews, you know? Bundled up a bit. I finished dinner, did dishes. Put a few more blocks on because I decided to stay up a little bit. But these are the last blocks now. I'm getting pretty tired. A lot of work today, preparing and setting up. Actually more than I thought. Just to prepare and then set up camp, especially with the weather, was not ideal today, especially with the wind and stuff. But I'm full. I had my water bottle was freezing, so I didn't even put it that close to the fire. It burnt, melted. I drank the water out of it and then burnt it. Yeah, I'm just watching a video and I think I'm going to take a few blocks off the fire right now with the shovel and then probably get in bed because I need to change my socks and I'm getting pretty cold, so I might do a little bit of movement before I get in my bag. So I will see you in the tent the next time. We will take a few blocks off the fire so my green wall doesn't catch fire in the middle of the night and kill me. It's fucking cold as shit. Oh my god. The water is completely frozen. These clothes are gonna suck to put on. Sleeping bag was definitely on the edge. Minus 14. Feels like minus 25. And the sleeping bag is definitely on the edge of being not warm enough. think I'm gonna put my pants in my sleeping bag to try to warm them up. And start packing to get out of here. It's like 6:05. My watch is dead for some reason. Next time I'm gonna try to sleep on level ground, not uphill. Sliding downhill the whole time. Okay, I'm all packed up. A lot of the packing was kind of half-assed, but a lot of the shit's dirty, so I have to actually air it all out again, take it apart. So I got my bag packed again, throw it on the sled. The sled's already started, and get out of here. Very cold this morning. Successful mission. Successful mission. I'm cold, but we're back.